Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
The thing with the music business, right? Mm-hmm. It's not sports. Sports, the whole world can hate you. You still get paid. You still, like, you don't have to like Kevin Durant. As long as he's dropping 25, 7, and 4, whatever the fuck it is a game, he has a job. Music is solely based on jersey sales, if that's the equivalent. Like the NBA, right? Jersey sales are indicative of who's popular, who do people like. Mm-hmm. The whole music business is run off of who do people like because it's music. It's not stat-based. It's do we like you or do we not like you? So that's when all these vanity perception plays come into frame where you're like, ooh, maybe if I get the cover of GQ, they'll fuck with me. And why that even matters in music is because this, like, if people don't fuck with me, then I don't have a career. Like, music is solely based on do people like you or not? You could be ill as fuck, but if people don't like you, then you have no fans.
Yeah, you know, in radio, they would always talk about, like, the Howard Stern effect, right? And Howard Stern was one of them people, if you hated him, you would listen. If you liked him, you would listen. They even did studies that show the people who hated him listen more.
Wow.
But think about it for somebody like you. I think it's kind of the same for somebody like you. I think people will listen to you just to say, fuck Russ.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think there's a lot of power in that. There's a lot of power in that because I feel like, once again, I think it's as you get older, I guess, you get a little bit more perspective of like, okay, it's not so just about me. You know, it's about like who I'm impacting. And that's what that's the role I've kind of settled into as I've gotten older, is that, you know what? I need to stop trying to feed my ego and, I need this look. I need to feed myself and I need to feed my niche. You know, Tyler Perry, like my boy Boogie's best friend, sent me this Tyler Perry interview, this clip. He's got a folder of just interview clips, like genius. We co-own Diamond together, so, you know, that's the whole thing with that. But send me this clip that Tyler Perry said. He said, Coca-Cola didn't change their formula just because people like Pepsi. And that shit just blew my mind.
That's real.
And it's like, it's the same thing. It's like, I'm going to just do me, you know? Because if I go chasing, yo, let me get the Metro Boomin beat and put Future on it, maybe then they'll fuck with me. No, you know what? Maybe they will. But your niche won't. Super serve your niche. Another Tyler Perry quote, super serve your niche. Y'all don't have to get what's going on. We get what's going on. This ecosystem is thriving. And as soon as I start dismissing the relevance, the impact, and the gravity of this ecosystem to chase that one that I don't have access to yet, that's when my greed and ambition starts fucking up my gratitude. You know what I'm saying? I can't be constantly looking at what I don't have. Yeah, but I know I got these fans. Cool. Anyway, I want those fans. All right, cool. You go chase those fans. By the time you turn around and look back at your niche,
they're gone.
They're gone.
As what they said, if you don't appreciate what you got, God will take it away.
We'll take it. So that's why it's like, you know what, bro? I'm doing me. Whoever wants to fucking come and tune in, cool. But at the end of the day, I know I've impacted people's mindset. And I always say the realest shit you can do in life, if you have a platform, is change the way people think.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you honor these guys? You know what I mean? Like, if a lot of these artists, if they were to die, when they die, how do you honor them? What do you do to honor them? That's their legacy. With me, I know I've left something behind. Like, I know when I die, man, people will really understand the impact. Because I change people's lives mentally. You feel me? Like, how people think about themselves, is self-belief, is confidence. Is, you know what? If they close the door on you, go in through the window. You know what I mean? Like, I impacted how people think. You can't fuck with that.
You mentioned a couple of artists that I hope that you impact how they think. Big Sean and Wale.
Man.
I think either one of them could thrive independently. You know what I mean? Especially Wale. Wale always
I wish I was closer with them, because then I would send different voice memos. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, what advice would you have for somebody like Wale? Because it seems like it's always a problem with his label or somebody.
I've had those conversations with Wale, and I think Wale is great. I think Big Sean is great. I think for Wale and Big Sean to be still relevant, still dropping hits, still, decade plus in the game, dog, that's crazy. People died to even get on for 3 days.
That's right.
Y'all have been lit for 10 years. Like, I look up to y'all.
That's
you know,
right.
y'all are living longevity, So my whole thing is like, man, it's tough when you're in the middle of the tornado. I'm on the outside of y'all's tornado. Like, look, trust me.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to just make that call from the outside looking in, but yeah, I mean, I would just tell them, man, like, look, you don't need anything you're getting from the label. You can fund it yourself. And honestly, if it's like, well, the label puts up the money to go get radio. All right. Let's say a song like On Chill by Wale, right? Let's say you want to work it at radio. Let's say it's $250,000 to like go all the way with it, right?
That's how much it is, Eddie?
Let's say it's I'm on the high side of that. Let's say it's $250,000, right? Well, shit, I don't want to play with my own money. I don't want to play with my own money either. You feel me? But guess what? Guess what you can go do? Go get a line of credit. Like for me, right? Let me give some people some.
Break that down.
Okay, I'm about to tell y'all exactly what's going on, right? I don't want to play with my own money, even though in advance they give you $1 million, et cetera, and they spend money at radio. That still ends up being your money, right? Even a line of credit. I go get $500,000 from a bank, and I use it. I gotta now pay monthly. It's still my money at the end of the day, but it's about time value of money. It's about cash flow. It's about peace of mind. Right? And it's about going into your pockets. I'll go into the pockets of the bank, right? So with Chomp 2, I was like, I could fund this. I have millions of dollars in the bank. I could fund it myself. Why? Yo, bank. Give me my line of credit. All right, cool. Here's $500,000. Say less. And guess what? Fund the whole Chomp 2 thing. I just put the billboard in Times Square for an hour was $60,000. Boom, right? Everything on Chomp 2, I'm using the line of credit. And then I pay $1,000 a month. Come on, I can pay $1,000 a month for the rest of my life. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So there's alternatives. Like if the issue is upfront cash, well, I need that $250 to actually get the radio. Dog, y'all are lit. Go show a bank, like have your business manager send the statements and shit. A bank will give y'all millions of dollars in line of credit. If it's a way better rate too. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. A label is a bank with shitty rates. If that's all you need is money to move, come on, bro. There's way smarter ways to do it. So once you know the radio people, you know the guy at Urban Radio, you know Greg Johnson, you know what I'm saying? And if you've been in this game, if you've been at the labels, you've been behind the scenes, and you haven't at least stolen the contacts of radio, then you're bugging.
So Chomp 2 was funded by a line of credit.
Hell yeah. Which is and will be funded by me, because the line of credit is off the strength of my financial situation.
Word.
And then I pay it back every month. But it's like, so it's an advance. Mm-hmm. I'm not recouped on the line of credit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but it's a way better rate. And I could have paid for the whole shit out of pocket. Why would I do that? Mm-hmm. This is America.
100%. The land of debt, baby.
Why? Like, and it's not. I don't even look at it. It's not even debt.
It's not bad debt.
It's not debt when I could pay it off right now if I wanted.
Yeah.
Why would I give you $500,000 right now if I could give you $1,000 every month? You know, I'll pay enough to like knock down the principal, so I don't end up actually spending $600,000 on a $500,000 loan. But it's like, why would I give you $500,000 right now? Time value of money. I can use the $500,000 I was going to give you right now, invest it into some real estate, invest it into some crypto, and guess what? I can just throw you this little $2,000 a month for the next however long. And in the meantime, I ran up $500K out of my own pocket, investing over here. So if it's money y'all are after, go to a bank. Go to a bank. And like I said, the connection element, y'all should have had those contacts now. You know what I mean? Like, dog, come on, man. There's alternative ways to win.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know shit about any of that. It sounds like great game though. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, it is.
Yeah,
It is. It is. It's time value of money. Do you want $1,000 a week right now, or do you want for the rest of your life, or do you want $100 million right now?
Mm-hmm.
The people who take $1,000 a week don't understand the time value of money. Give me the $500 million right now, because by the time the person who's taking $1,000 a week gets it to $500 million or whatever the fuck it is, $100 million, I would have made my $100 million turn into $1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
And you're still sitting there waiting on, $100,000 check because it's 100 weeks in. It's like, it's time value of money. It's what you can do with the money right now.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.